Hello and welcome to Newbreed Film Reviews, the show where we talk about movies and everything else in the entertainment world. I am Paul, and with me I have Brian and Dave. What's up, gentlemen?
What's up?
How you doing?
Episode 2 in the house.
Episode 2. So today we're going to talk about DC and Marvel World movies. The new Avengers trailer just came, so we're going to discuss that and probably have a link to it in our info, whatever it's called underneath the YouTube screen. So, Brian, what are your thoughts?
Down there. That thing right down there.
Right down there.
Are you passing it to me right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's all you, man.
So, I just checked out the trailer a couple days ago. I been procrastinating on watching all my YouTube stuff, but I'm pretty excited about it. I have to say, first thing coming right off the trailer is the Iron Man, like Hulk-size, gigantic suit. It looks badass.
But it seems like it's a bad guy.
It's like a fat Iron Man suit. Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool.
Saw that, and that threw me off because at first I was like, oh, Iron Man is huge now. And then I saw it was Iron Man, big Iron Man suit guy battling the Hulk. So that made me think that it's actually not a good guy in there.
Right. I don't know. I don't know much about the story, to be honest.
There's a lot of theories flowing out there about like that scene. They're saying that possibly like Iron Man's suit is being controlled by like Ultron or like the bad guy of the movie. And there's a lot of different things going on. There also possibly that the Hulk is spoilers. I'm gonna just throw this out there. The Hulk is being controlled by Scarlet Witch because somebody noticed. I didn't take a real good look at it, but somebody noticed the Hulk's eyes are like a little bit red, and when the Scarlet Witch uses like her hex powers and shit,
yeah,
like,
she's got like reddish crap that comes out of her, right?
She uses mind control, so maybe she like controlled the Hulk because he's like all stupid. You don't have the brain power to fight off. You know what I mean? Like mind
Hulk
control.
When he's the Hulk, when he's Bruce Banner, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah, when he's Bruce Banner,
as soon as he becomes the Hulk, he's all Hulk smash.
He's all. Well, I'm not gonna say the bleep word. He's all not smart like.
Oh, that's right. That's the only bleep word, right? That's the only word we don't say.
Right. Let's just refer to it and just let's say he's a dumbass. You know, when he's in Hulk mode.
All right, fair enough.
We could just say he's.
So, Dave, give us the corny rundown. I know that Hulk. What's Hulk's strength again? What's Hulk max strength?
Hulk's max strength.
Yeah.
Hulk's max strength. He really doesn't have a max strength. His baseline strength is like Thor. It's like 100 tons. So,
there you go.
But
that's what I'm looking for.
The madder he gets, the stronger he gets. So he really has no like limit.
All right.
I'm not a nerd. I'm not a nerd. I'm cool.
All right. Give us the rundown on who our main villain is in this. You know, I don't know much of his backstory.
The main villain, I don't know, like, admittedly, I don't know,
Ultron.
like, a lot of Ultron, but I do know that...
I don't either.
He's wicked powerful.
Either.
He's from, like, Iron Man's Jarvis programming, I think. Like, it's, like, something with Jarvis, like, like Iron Man's computer, like, in his suit.
Yeah.
It's something that, like, just... like fucks up and becomes like self-aware, and it just becomes its own kind of being, and I guess it's Ultron, and his suit is like, I don't know if in the movies like this, and I may be mistaken, I'm sure like the nerds will like correct me on this, like on the comments, but I think his suit is like adamantium, like, you know, like Wolverine's claws, like that strong.
Same as Wolverine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's stupid tough, like super strong.
No. Isn't Ant-Man somehow connected into him? Like, didn't Ant-Man create him? As the scientist create him? I thought something was like that.
Yeah,
someone's been doing their research.
He's tied into it. I'm not quite sure how, because he's supposedly like a genius too. So maybe.
Well, that's why they're entering him in, I think, to the whole Marvel world. Isn't he being entered in?
Well, yeah, they're trying to do that in general, anyways. I mean, they have movies already written for the next 7-8 years. So they have to just start adding, they have to start creating this world, and rather than having all separate movies and then later on down the road making one to blend them all together, they're going to introduce them in these movies as small roles, and then they're going to have them come out later on as their own standalone movies. Very similar to what they did with, well, actually, opposite. What they did with Avengers.
Check this out.
Adamantium?
That's some fancy... You said adamantium. This is some fancy Olive Garden chocolate.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it.
Oh, it really is an Andes candy.
Did you guys see...
Inside of a silver wrapper.
Did you guys see the extended trailer, the one where they're all sitting around the table trying to pick up Thor's hammer? Did you guys watch that one?
No.
That one's pretty funny.
The one I watched was
one of
over 2 minutes long. How
You know
much
what?
more extended can it be?
There's one where like they're all sitting around like drinking, and Thor puts his hammer down on the table, and everybody tries to pick up the hammer. And Captain America actually almost gets it a little bit. And Iron Man, he puts on like his, or Tony Stark puts on like his glove, and he tries to use like his jetpack to pick it up, and it doesn't. It's not doing anything. And then he walks over and he picks it up, and he's like, "You guys obviously are not worthy," And they're all like, "Yeah, screw you,
Dude, if anything, Captain America should be able to pick it up. I think he's done it in the comics, to be honest.
He moved it. Like Thor was looking at him, and he like kind of moved it a little bit. Nobody else moved it.
And as crazy as this shit
Would she be
sounds,
able to do it?
yeah.
Would Lady Thor be able to grab it?
I'm gonna sound so sexist, but that shit is so
Say it.
lame. That shit's so fucking lame, dude.
I've had this thing since like the week it came out. I went out and bought it, and I have yet to read it. I only have it literally as an investment, so that in 20 years I can sell it and make some money.
I would buy it to like. Never mind. Let me not even say that.
What?
Exactly. Can I read your mind? No, can I read your mind? You'd probably pee on it.
Go ahead.
You'd probably unwrap it and pee on it, probably.
No, I was gonna say, if anything, it has like some value, like checking out her hot comic book body. That sounds really weird, but
I haven't even opened it yet. I was trying to keep it perfect, but
yeah, keep it sealed. No, keep it sealed. No, keep it sealed,
It's
Paul.
not sealed. It wasn't sealed. It's already out.
I would buy to look at Thor's hot boobs.
Yeah. But I don't think she's hot. But now I'm interested and I want to read it. No.
She got a nice butt.
What movies have you seen within Marvel DC universe that you really liked, and which movies are you guys kind of excited to see?
I love the Avengers movie. I haven't seen, embarrassingly, Guardians of the Galaxy.
You're red boxing it.
I was going to, but then I got distracted with Lord of the Rings last night. I began watching that and then I fell asleep because it was late. But I'm gonna watch Guardians this week.
It's really good.
I think that's the only one I haven't seen so far. I've actually pretty much bought all the. Oh, you know what? I haven't seen the Thor movies, but
I like the first one.
First one was good. The second one was like, meh.
I liked the Captain America movies. I liked Iron Man 1 and 2, but number 3 just kind of was like, meh, to me.
I agree with you.
They were just trying. They were just
too
far,
capitalizing on it. They were just trying to.
Jeff Bridges, come on.
All the suits were pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
From Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And my biggest issue with Iron Man was when they made the switch from Terrence Howard to Don Cheadle.
Yeah.
For them to play the same exact character, but be two completely different people. It's not even like their acting styles are similar. They're just very different people, and that really disappointed me.
Yeah.
But I don't think they could have made a better choice in Robert Downey Jr. to play Tony Stark.
Oh, he's Tony Stark all the way.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, I don't think I would enjoy those movies. And if John Favreau wasn't directing, because he did a damn good job.
That's like Hugh Jackman in Wolverine,
Yeah.
He wasn't.
He is Wolverine.
The original Wolverine, I can't remember who it was, got fired, and Hugh Jackman ended up taking the spot.
You know what was crazy about Hugh Jackman is I'm gonna be honest, like when he was first cast as Wolverine in the first X-Men. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna get a lot of hate on this one, but I honestly kind of don't like the X-Men movies. I think
pissed off.
I think
I love them. I'm long. I think they're amazing.
I just think they could have done them.
They're cheesy. There's definitely a cheese factor.
Yeah, they could have done them better. Marvel got it perfect with Avengers, and if X-Men was what Avengers is, it could have been maybe 2 times what Avengers is, if that makes sense.
Marvel only got it perfect with Avengers because of the X-Men movies, because they went through all the X-Men movies, because they went through Captain and Iron Man and Thor and all those movies. They were able to take them all and put them all together and be like, all right, we'll take all the best parts of all of these and we'll make the Avengers. And then Guardians of the Galaxy came out, and even though I haven't seen it, I know that the reviews on it are pretty much almost perfect reviews.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. It was like on par with with Avengers. It was on par with the first Iron Man. But okay, like I'm gonna ask this question to you guys, like, and I'll answer it first myself. But like what's your favorite like newer age like superhero movie, like Marvel? Like I would say, like, out of all the ones they came out with, the one that like blew me away was probably the second Captain America, Winter Soldier. That shit was like,
I didn't see that one. I didn't get to see it.
That shit was like badass. Like,
because I didn't, because the first one was so boring to me that I actually had to keep myself, you know, like I had to be like, all right, I need to sit and I need to watch this whole thing so that I can catch up with it. So when the Winter Soldier came up and I was like, I'll get to it. That's like kind of my feeling on it. But now that you say it's really good, I might have to come check it out.
It's not to go on an epic rant here and cut Paul off and cut you guys off, but right, like, it's, if you take it
compared to the first one, completely different.
Dude, if the first one's a 5, Winter Soldier's a 10. Like, it corrects the mishaps of the first Captain America. Like, if you thought the first one was
so slow, it's just slow.
It started slow, but it picked up. It picked up, in my opinion. Once he actually made the transformation from skinny, like creepy skinny dude to Cap, and I was like, all right, this guy's kind of badass, and he went in and just started kicking ass, and I was like, all right, cool.
I mean,
it didn't pick up as quickly as movies like Iron Man did or anything like that.
I put it to you like this: like, I rarely watch the first Captain America. Like, I won't even pop it on because I think it's so slow. Like, that's how I view it. Yeah. But Brian, like, if you're gonna check it out, YouTube, Paul, if you haven't seen it, it's okay. Did you guys see the Hulk movie with Edward Norton?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when, I think his name is Tim Roth, the little Russian guy in the movie?
Yeah.
Remember when he took the serum and he was like toe to toe with the Hulk and jumping off of shit and like dodging stuff and like, like, that's everything that Captain America is, like that athleticism and like that ability. And Winter Soldier, you really see Captain America, like what he can do. Like, it's badass.
Right.
I'll watch it. Maybe I'll pick it up this week.
I'll have to check it out. I like, if I would say all the Marvel movies that have been recent over the years, like I said, we've already talked about, is Iron Man, like 1 and 2 I really liked. Guardians of the Galaxy. I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy. Never heard of them before.
Yeah.
When I was seeing all the trailers and everything like that, I said, this is stupid, with a raccoon and a tree.
That was my
I was like,
dude, when I was like, where the hell did this fucking kidding me?
I know, I was like, where the hell did this come out of, like, left field? Like, they're really stretching to make comic book movies. But it was awesome.
Not for nothing, but Dave Bautista, I wouldn't call him a great actor, but he did his thing as Drax the Destroyer. He was fucking funny.
It worked for him. He didn't have to do much for the role, you know, like he just had to be dry, and it was good.
Yeah. He was good though. And that main lead guy, what's the main guy's name? The leader. Star-Lord.
Star-Lord.
Yeah. He was the actor, he was great. He was kind of like the Robert Downey of that character. Like,
was that Chris Pratt, right?
Chris Pratt, yeah. Yep. Yeah, I liked him. Do you ever see him Wanted? He was like the douchebag boyfriend that was screwing the guy's girlfriend in Wanted.
No.
I would hate him. That would ruin my entire image of him.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I was watching the movie. And I was like, you know, well, he kind of played still a douchebag character.
Okay, guys, what do you think about this? I'm like so against this shit. Like, cause I'm a fucking Channing Tater Tot hater, whatever his name is. He's playing Gambit. Are you fucking serious, dude?
Yeah, he is. I'm sorry, man. Channing Tatum, not only is he dreamy, but he's actually not a bad actor. He isn't. And I hated on him because of the Step Up movies that my ex-girlfriend in high school, just want to clarify that, right? But in his other roles, he's actually done very well. When he was in like the 21 Jump Street movies, I thought he was hilarious.
I never seen it.
You know, Magic Mike. Oh, don't even get me started on Magic Mike. I never saw Magic Mike. However,
I don't know.
He just
what
outed
was the other
yourself.
one? White House Down. White House Down.
I
He was
saw
in.
it.
And
Yeah,
I
he was
think
pretty
did
good in that.
really well.
I didn't really care
I
for
think
it.
he was alright.
I like him. I think he's good. The only what is it? Jupiter Ascending is coming out this year,
Yeah, that looks
Yeah, it
like
looks cheesy.
and
looks
I
like,
have no interest in it. And I'm
Hunger Games in space.
very
Yeah.
similar
No, but
kind of
I,
style. Yeah.
Gambit probably has to be one of my favorite X-Men. Like, I don't know, growing up as a kid, I just always thought it'd be cool, like, that whatever you touch, you can turn into kind of electricity and kind of use it. And he was just always one of my favorite ones. Especially the fact that he was, like, suave and always trying to pick up chicks. And he was like, I didn't like how he was portrayed in, the Wolverine movie. Like, I don't think that guy did a very good job.
Oh, Gambit? Yeah, he was lame
Yeah.
as hell.
The one when he was in, that was Wolverine, right?
Dude,
the first Wolverine.
You know he was badass in Wolverine? Liev Schreiber, is that his name?
Oh, Lee Shriver. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good
Yeah.
Sabretooth. He was badass.
Yeah, he was.
He's
he was.
good in everything he does too, man.
he's
I've always
really good.
liked him. Ever since I saw him in Scream, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be something.
He's underrated.
Yep.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. Unfortunately, he always gets those like not backup roles, but like the secondary roles.
Netflix.
And yeah, but he always does so well.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't act like he's in that secondary role. He always acts like he's playing the lead. You know, he puts all of his effort into it, and you got to appreciate that from the guy.
Yeah.
In that movie, in the Wolverine movie, the Origins, whatever you want to call it, he did phenomenal. I think he actually almost stole the spotlight from Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he was a creepy Sabretooth.
Dare I say it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what the issue is like with those X-Men movies? I love Hugh Jackman to death. I think he's like amazingly talented and he does a perfect Wolverine. But like the X-Men movies, you know, like when you have like a good actor and they do a great performance for what they do, but it's not their fault if the movie sucks. You know what I mean? Like it's like other factors. It could be the script, it could be the direction of the movie, but he was good as Wolverine, but like that first Wolverine movie sucked to me, except for Liev Schreiber is his name?
That battle scene, like on top of, what was it, like a water tower or whatever? Wherever they were.
I don't remember. I know they had a good fight. They were like hopping towards each other, or like
Yeah, man, there was.
Oh, that was like the one. I think they were fighting in the bar, right? They started fighting in the bar, and then they fought outside.
They
Yeah.
at some point they ended up high up,
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was. I mean, in my head, I'm thinking this thing's going on for way too long,
Yeah.
but it was so tense. It was a good fight scene.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think? Have you guys checked out any of the new like DC shows? You know, we've been talking about a lot of Marvel stuff right now.
Love Gotham. Love
but
it.
Gotham, I love Gotham too.
Yep.
I haven't
started
seen-
watching it from the beginning. Even Kristen's hooked on it. Man.
Yeah, it's cool, David. So the whole premise of Gotham is you follow Gordon as like a young cop, you know, and
Yep.
he's
And
coming
a
up
young
through
Bruce
the ranks.
Wayne.
Yeah, and you follow Bruce Wayne as soon as his parents die, and you're starting to get introduced to all the characters. Like Poison Ivy is like a street kid, Catwoman is like a street kid, and you start Penguin is up and coming through the ranks, like within like the gangs and stuff like that.
Gangsters.
Yeah, the Riddler. Do you think that I think the Riddler is the forensics guy. I think he's going to be the Riddler.
No, I know it. His name is Edward Nygma. That's the name of the Riddler.
Well, there you go.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Know your backgrounds.
All right.
Yeah,
So
pretty much they've made up a bunch of characters too. Harvey Bullock, who is Jim Gordon's partner, because Jim Gordon is only detective in this show. Harvey Bullock is a completely made up character.
And so is Jada Pinkett Smith's character, right?
Fish Mooney is her name, and she's also completely made up. But they do very good, and they did such a good job of making Gotham.
Yeah, Gotham. And it's cool. It's cool that it's almost like a prequel to everything that you know about Batman and everything you know about Gotham. It's a prequel to kind of introduce like how Gotham came to be. Like they introduce how Arkham Asylum was created, you know, and like how.
So Batman's in diapers.
Well, Batman's he's just a young kid.
But I tell you what, Alfred is such a badass. He's such a badass in this show. But
what about Gordon, Commissioner Gordon?
My issue with Gordon,
Alfred, dude. Alfred is a badass. Isn't he? Like he just beats the shit out of people and shoots people. Yeah, he's pretty badass.
He's like Marine trained, special ops kind of dude.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's
from the military or from England. My biggest issue so far with the show has been though that Jim and Barbara Gordon are a couple, and in real life, Barbara Gordon is actually Jim Gordon's daughter, who ends up in a wheelchair because the Joker attacks her in a storyline of The Killing Joke, which is my favorite Batman comic storyline. And she becomes paralyzed. Later on, she becomes Oracle, who is basically like Batman's home base, you know, who he talks to. She's working all the computers and stuff and getting him all the information. But in the show, it's Jim Gordon's wife.
How are we doing time-wise?
We're like 20 minutes.
So what I wanted to talk about too is I don't know if you guys seen like Arrow or The Flash or
I haven't seen one episode
Constantine.
of The Flash. No, I want to see Constantine. I've seen a little bit of Arrow, and Arrow seems pretty cool.
Arrow's okay. I tried like 5 episodes, and I was like, all right, I gave up on it.
Flash
I guess people say.
I watched probably the first half season of Arrow, and I really got into it for the first like half season, and then after that I was like, I'm over it.
Yeah.
So is Constantine. I tried watching that, and I think that like everybody hates on Keanu Reeves so much, but I think he nailed like.
I love Keanu Reeves. I'm probably one of the few people in the
No,
dude,
I love Keanu Reeves too.
I don't think he's a good actor.
For what he does, I love him
enjoy
too.
his movies.
Yep, me too. Dude, Speed is like one of my all-time favorite movies.
It's so good. It's awful, but it's really good.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't have to act in that movie. It doesn't require acting. It just requires like the story gets told, and it's just like the whole time you're like, oh, how are they going to keep this bus over 55 miles an hour? You know?
Yeah, dude,
shit, it's leaking gasoline now. Yeah. Really, how are they going to do this? This thing's got to like.
He killed it with Constantine. He killed it in.
Well, so don't. They're like you can try to watch. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Matrix,
but for the show, like the guy who is like the lead guy, he's just like he's got like spiky like dyed hair, and he has like a Irish accent, and he's not Constantine. You know, he's not. They turned Constantine into PG-13 to like make it a show.
Does he still smoke and drink like a fish?
No.
Really? Because that's his thing, you know.
I mean, the whole premise of Constantine is he's trying to win his way back into heaven by like casting out souls, and that's not. He's almost like like you ever seen the show Supernatural with like the two brothers?
Watched a lot of that show in the past.
Well, it's almost like they're trying to copy that, but they're not doing a good job at it. You know.
That's
Dude,
disappointing.
There's this speaking of Constantine and like kind of like a similar character. There's this This character is a comic called Preacher, and they're actually they're talking about making it into a show, and it's really good. Like I'm reading a comic right now, and I'm wicked late with it because it came out like in the 90s, and it's only like 60 not episodes. It's 60 comics. Yeah, 60 issues. That's the word. 60 issues worth, and I'm cutting through it. It's really good. Like without spoiling it, it's about this guy. He's a preacher or whatever. He was raised to be that by like this crazy like redneck family, and basically in heaven there was like this. A demon has sex like with an angel. It's like forbidden, and they create this creature called like Genesis, and it's supposed to be like as powerful as God. So this thing gets like released onto Earth, and then there's like a bounty hunter, like Heaven's bounty hunter. His name is Killer of Souls or something like that. I forgot, but like he's dressed as like a cowboy, and he has like 6 shooters, but he has like unlimited ammo. He's like indestructible. He's kind of like like he's just badass, dude. I can't even explain it. So the preacher has like this badass girlfriend, and then in this universe they befriend the vampire, and the vampire is fucking funny as hell. He's like the comic relief of like the comic and shit, but it's just like it's super graphic. It's like an adult comic, and I think if they make it into a show, it's gonna be like another Walking Dead, like a huge hit.
No. Oh wait, you meant just like in how big it is, not like it's literally going to be a Walking Dead.
No, it's going to be huge.
No, he just said popular.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if they make another show like Walking Dead, it's going to fail miserably. You can't match that show. But
I forgot this part. The creature being thing kind of like possesses him, and he was like in this church, and like everybody got like incinerated, and he was like the only one that survives. But when he like wakes up, he finds out he has this ability to like make people do whatever he wants, like by saying it. So like, for example, like he told this one guy to and like this guy, like I guess later on in the comic, like when they talked about that one guy he said it to, like he severed his and like bunch of time. Like, dude,
can you
like
send me these comics, man?
Dude, I can.
When you're done reading them. I'll give you postage and handling.
Yes, I can send them to you in the mail. I can do.
You're all far away and stuff. So. Unless you're reading them digitally, and then we'll discuss other ways of me getting them.
Yeah. I'll send them in the mail.
So what do you guys? What movies are you guys excited to see coming up?
Oh, dude, can I just say that I saw fucking Taken 3 and it sucked ass.
I bet. Hang on, my battery's about to die on my laptop. I forgot to plug it in, so I go grab my charger.
Okay.
So
go grab it.
Don't mind these technical difficulties.
All right, I'll answer the question. What was the question again, Bri?
What movie, Marvel or DC wise, you're excited to see coming up?
Okay, this is like a super obvious one, like Batman versus Superman.
That's mine, man. That's mine. That's one I'm super excited to see.
That shit's gonna be crazy. I'm not excited about Aquaman. But to be honest, I'm curious about Ant-Man. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I think him shrinking and seeing like giant insects and like I think it has potential to be like cool. You know, like, what do you think?
Well, I think I'm a big fan of the director that was doing it. Why can't I think of what his name was? Do you know who the old director was? What's it called? Shaun of the Dead. The guy who did Shaun of the Dead. The director. He was the one that initially, like, his baby was Ant-Man. Let me see who it is.
His baby was Ant-Man? Whoa.
Well, like he pushed for it to really happen. I'm trying to look it up real quick.
Now, can Ant-Man...
Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright. And you know how, like, have you seen Shaun of the Dead before?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Or you've seen Hot Fuzz? You know how, like, he has that style where he does, like, those, like, quick shots that, like, make everything, you know, like, move along. You know, like, in Snatch. You know, like, when he does, like, whenever he hops in the airplane, you know, like, takes a shot and, like, you know, he does, like, this whole fast movement and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like Edgar Wright's style. And that's who that Ant-Man was going to be his directing, which he's got a really cool directing style. And, I think that he would have been really good for doing the Ant-Man one. I mean, I'm curious. I'm a fan of anything sci-fi wise, you know? So.
Dude, you know what I was just thinking? Like, if I was Ant-Man, I'd be fucking ruthless. Like, I would, like, shrink and go in somebody's ear and then just fucking grow really big and just, like, bust out of their head. Wouldn't you do that? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But, okay, like, can Ant-Man grow? He can grow, right?
He can shrink or grow. You know?
Really big? All right.
Yeah.
Can he grow, like, body parts? Like, can his arm just get really big like Popeye and just punch your head off? Or
I think it's his whole body, right? I think it's all
I think it's his whole thing shrinks or his whole thing grows. Or shrinks or grows.
That same issue.
It's fucking awesome powers.
Yeah.
Dude,
what do you think, Paulie? What's
Paul Rudd is playing Ant-Man. I mean, he's not going to be like some badass. It's not going to be anything like the Avengers or
he's going to be a comedian.
Iron Man. Right, it's going to be a comedy. But I love Paul Rudd, so I'm going to watch it anyways. I don't care.
Paul, you look like you're Osama bin Laden.
Dude, you're like
Osama bin Laden.
Don't say shit like that.
Dude, you look like that beanie on.
NSA is watching this, and
dude, it looks like you're about to blow up Newbreed Productions right now.
Right.
I dream of it. Never.
All right, Paulie, while you were away, Dave answered his question. I agreed with him. That's what I was going to say. What movie you're looking forward to for Marvel or DC coming up? We did Batman versus Superman.
Oh, you guys are assholes. That's my pick.
Well,
even though it got pushed to
you're an a-hole for not plugging in your laptop.
2016, right, is when that one's coming out.
Yeah. So what? I mean,
the only thing that's keeping me
Ant-Man.
from. Yeah, I'm not anticipating Ant-Man. I mean, I'll go watch it, but I'm not like, ooh, Ant-Man's coming out. Batman vs. Superman concerns me only because of Batfleck. I'm not excited about that. Mm-hmm. However, the costume, the Batmobile, the storyline, everything lines up for it to be amazing. I don't know if it's going to be as good as the Nolanverse Batman. I don't know if I'll ever see anything in my lifetime that's as good as the Nolanverse Batman. To me, that aside from Batman Begins, which was wicked slow.
Yeah.
Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises were two of probably the greatest movies in the comic book world.
I think you know what? I dare to say this. I'm gonna go on record for this, and I'm gonna say I think Ben Affleck and his portrayal of Batman and whatever that director does, it may actually be one of the best Batmans we've ever seen. It's gonna be hard pressed to beat Keaton, to be honest, but he may be really good. I got a funny feeling Ben Affleck's gonna surprise a lot of people.
Daredevil.
So. Yeah, dude, but that was 10 years ago. You know,
he was a better actor 10 years ago than he is now.
Oh no, dude. He came out with The Town. That was fairly recent. Fairly recent. I'll
give it to you. It's probably 5 or 6 years ago. It was a good movie.
Dude, that was a really good performance. He did, what was that new movie he won? I think he was nominated for an Oscar.
Gone Girl?
No. He was, he wasn't an agent. He was a, negotiator or something.
Argo.
Argo, yeah.
Argo. It was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
I know they didn't really announce Deadpool officially, but I'm excited for that. Ryan Reynolds to get in the Deadpool role.
Fuck Ryan Reynolds. He's awful.
He's Deadpool though. He is an awesome.
He's awesome. Nothing. The only thing he was awesome in is Van Wilder. That's it. That's it. In Waiting, the two movies that he did good at. Other than that, he's the same person in every single movie. He's terrible.
Dude,
Go
ahead, Paul. Go ahead. Yeah. I got to give it to him. I got to keep it real. I think he kicked ass in Safe House with Denzel, and I think he was really awesome in that movie where he was in a coffin. Dude carried the whole movie in a coffin in the dark. That is fucking hard.
What movie?
Good. He was buried. Isn't that what it's called? Buried Alive or something? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the whole movie, he's inside a coffin. The entire movie, he's inside a coffin, but he keeps you entertained the whole time.
It was crazy.
Buried
it was like Castaway, but in a coffin.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, movies like that takes some skill. I'll give you that. I haven't seen it. I haven't even heard of it.
It was good.
But yeah, movies like Castaway, movies like Phone Booth, and stuff like that are basically one person in one location through the entire 2 hours of it. Mm-hmm. In order for it to be entertaining and do well, you have to be good at your job.
Yeah.
So if he was entertaining in it and kept you interested, then apparently he's good.
Here's the thing with Deadpool. Sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I just don't like him.
Here's the thing with Deadpool, Brian, and maybe I'm being too picky or just being a nerd about it, but he was already fucking cast as Green Lantern, and I know that's DC, but he's already established as a superhero Green Lantern, and then you're gonna take him and put him as Deadpool. That's just so lame. Yeah, but
Ben Affleck's
Batman, and he was Daredevil.
That's true. You got that one, but I guess because it was it was fairly recent. And that's another thing. Green Lantern, I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, it could have been way better. It was kind of cheesy, but I thought he made a really good Green Lantern. I may be alone on that one. I don't know.
You know what? I don't mean to switch off of what this is, but I rented Amazing Spider-Man 2 last night from Redbox. I also saw Let's Be Cops. Let's Be Cops is hilarious, by the way. Okay. But Amazing Spider-Man 2, to be honest, I fell asleep. I watched it for 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and then I passed out.
I'm teabagging.
Clearly. Yeah.
I like... what's his name? Andrew Garfield. I think he plays a better Peter Parker and a better Spider-Man than Tobey Maguire did.
And yet there still isn't a good Spider-Man movie. Isn't that a shame?
Between the two, no. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that the movies are good, but between the two characters, I think he has that. Remember, Spider-Man always has that kind of like. I remember from all the comic book movies and stuff like that. He's always kind of got like that wit to him and kind of like that. Snarkiness, I guess. That's the way to put it.
He was good.
Yes.
You know what I like the most about him as Spider-Man? Even though he should have been probably like a little bit more muscular because Spider-Man is like slender, but he's not like skinny. He's fit. He's muscular. But I did like the way they portrayed his movements. I thought it was more like Spider-Man, like the way he was like moving and the way his like legs are moving and kind of like hanging on the not thread, spider web.
Like when you see him interact with like the villains and stuff like that, I remember way back all the like cartoon movies and stuff like that when he'd be like talking like Octopus, Dr. Octopus and stuff like that. He kind of like not talk shit to him, but he would kind of talk shit to him the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, okay, you're going to do this? Well, I'm going to go over here, and I think Andrew Garfield has like that kind of, he has a good delivery that way as opposed to Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire, I think it took it way too serious. And I think Andrew Garfield did like a better job of kind of...
Tobey Maguire has weird delivery sometimes. He looks all spacey and shit.
That's what I mean. And I think Andrew Garfield, between the two of them, I like him as a Spider-Man better. I'm not saying that the movies are that much greater or anything like that. And I'm saying any of the Spider movies are that great, but I'm saying that he did a good job, doing it.
As far as I'm concerned, as long as Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man, there will not be a good Spider-Man movie. Until Marvel can get those rights back, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, how about this Fantastic Four reboot?
Fantastic, terrible.
I enjoyed the
dude.
first one because I was young when it came out, and I was like, "Oh, it's fun," and that's what it was supposed to be. But looking back on it now, I'm like, "Oh, that's a really awful movie."
I'm about to go like on a little mini rant, and
go for it.
The shit's got nothing to do with race. Like I'm gonna keep it 100% real.
Oh, you're one of them racist people.
No.
One of those racist Hispanics.
Right before we're about to go into Martin Luther King Day, so watch yourself, sir.
All right, but I'm okay. It's got nothing to do with race. This is about origins of characters and how they were like originally written. And some people are gonna agree with me, and some people are gonna disagree out there. But this is sensitive. But okay, they want to make the Human Torch African American.
Tiptoe, sir.
That's cool. That's fine. But the Human Torch was not originally written to be African American. He's Caucasian, and he has a sister. So how is that going to work? They're completely changing that shit. And it's like, and the same thing goes, like, I don't even know if there's any Hispanic superheroes. I don't really think there are any, but like, okay, let's say we take Blade.
That's true.
And let's say we take Blade and make him Asian. That shit's not going to work. Like, because Blade is...
Actually, it might.
He would be good with
at karate.
nunchucks with blades on the end.
Yes.
That'd actually be pretty cool.
Dude, like, what if they take Blade and make him Hispanic? That's bullshit. Like I'm Hispanic. That's bullshit.
I mean, all I can picture is Wesley Snipes as Blade. That's the only Blade I can imagine in my head.
You don't think you wouldn't be gung-ho about a Puerto Rican Superman?
Make a new Human Torch. Make a new Human Torch. Like, have him fucking get his power some other way and fucking be
But if you look
African-American.
at the history of some superheroes, such as Green Arrow, you'll see that they've reinvented them many, many, many times into, not only did they just make them different colors, or I'm sorry, races, but they've given them different names.
Let's
It wasn't.
Let's just
unlike,
fucking make Superman Cambodian. Let's just.
Unlike Thor, where they're just like, oh, Thor's a woman now. It was like, oh, Green Arrow, instead of being Hal Jordan, is going to be, I don't remember what the black version's name was, but it was something in the African American.
But let me ask. Go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry.
No, that was pretty much it. You don't have to apologize. You can interrupt me, and you're okay. I'm not going to hate you for it.
Okay, so my question was, what is the purpose of? I don't want to really stick on this topic too much, but like I'm trying to tiptoe. But like, what?
Yeah, we're almost at our time.
What is the purpose of making the Human Torch African American? Why? Like, why exactly?
Diversity.
Oh, is because all of the Fantastic Four are Caucasian?
Well, no, one of them's a rock.
Okay, he's an orange rock.
That's the race he's from.
Like,
is
orange
rocky.
I get that. I totally get that. But like, okay, think about this. If you make Black Panther,
Why?
If you make Panther, like let's say an Indian guy plays him.
He's not a Black Panther
know
anymore,
what I mean?
though.
Well, what if a Puerto Rican dude plays Black Panther?
Then he's not Black Panther, but it's not the same thing.
I do have to say, like, within Fantastic Four, I whatever they want to do for races and change and stuff like that, it's going to be weird because they are brother and sister,
Yeah,
so
it's an established.
So they're going to
origin.
have to. No, I know. So in that regards, they're going to have to say like they're either like one of them's adopted, so they're not related, fully related, or
they have to switch the race of both of them.
Correct. So it's like weird. You have to like fully change where the origin comes from. Mm-hmm. I think it would be a little easier to look at if he didn't have a sister. Mm-hmm. That I mean, they're just supposed to be. It doesn't matter. We're not talking anything racist or anything like that. It's just that in regards to it was brother and sister. And
but
that's just so now it's going to be harder to explain how they're brother and sister.
Yeah, and it's just being picky of like how the character was originally written, and it can be argued that they were written way back when there was a lot of like racism and there was like no African American.
Oh, all of them
heroes.
Yeah, look at all the old comic books. There's never going to be they're all in the 50s and stuff like that, right before civil rights movement and everything.
I do get that, but with all that being said, Nick Fury. Them changing it to, I'm going to say Samuel L. Jackson kicked ass as Nick Fury, and Michael Clark Duncan was a dope Kingpin. Like, I know they changed the races, and it worked. It was really good. But it's just being like, me being a comic nerd right now, I guess. Like, it's, the characters were originally written one way and just changing them. But whatever. If it works, it works. I mean, that's just me being picky about it. I know I'm not the only one out there, Yeah. So... in closing, or are we wrapping?
Yeah, in closing, that's a good time to close it.
In closing, walking away from this, what piques your guys' interest as far as a movie you haven't seen, DC or Marvel universe that you really want to go check out, or TV show?
TV shows I don't have any new interest yet. You basically have ruined Constantine for me. Thank you.
Sorry, check it out if you want. You might have a different opinion, but I'd watch Supernatural any day.
I just saw Gotham got renewed for a new season, so that's coming out. Actually, I think it starts next week or the week after that, a new season of Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Supernatural's good. It's not going to, I don't know if it's canceled yet, but it will be within the next, 2 seasons, I believe. From what I hear, they haven't really been able to come up with any good new storylines where they're going so deep, they're digging themselves so far deep that they're not going to be able to get themselves out of the storyline that they're in. I haven't watched it in a few seasons, so I'm not familiar. But movies, I have to basically any kind of a DC or Marvel movie that comes out this year, I will be going to see. I need to get myself back caught up.
Talking about previous ones.
Previous ones, Guardians obviously is one that I have to go see, or not go see, but I have to go pick up tomorrow.
I'm gonna check out Winter Soldier, Dave.
Winter Soldier too. That's another one we have to go grab.
You won't regret Winter Soldier.
You should check out Gotham too. You got to check it out.
Yeah. Is it really worth checking out?
Yeah. It's good, man. It's really good.
It's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the guard telling me that it's about to be lights out. I'm broadcasting from my prison cell.
with
See the
those cinder blocks in the background, I could see it.
Yeah,
I see the
dude.
cinder block,
I'm about to get disconnected. So, okay, 5 more minutes. Okay. So, but I'm trying to think of a Marvel movie that I haven't seen or a show that I want to, or like DC or something.
Yeah.
I think I want to probably give Green Arrow a shot. I'm not really. I don't know about Gotham. If you guys say it's really good, I might give it a go.
I like Gotham a lot more than I liked Arrow, and I actually enjoyed like the first season of Arrow. I did. I watched like the first half or 3/4 of a season, and I was really into it.
Dude, Flash's suit killed it for me. It's fucking lame.
But
like you want to see Flash?
You can't hate them for that, though. I didn't watch the show, but you can't hate them for staying true to what Flash's suit actually is. How do you change that, and make that modern, and still keep to the same story?
This is Flash to me right here. Remember the TV show?
Yeah.
That's fucking Flash.
Early 90s, right? Late 80s.
Look at that bulge.
I see it.
His traps, I mean. Don't get it twisted.
So, what's different about the new Flash? Pull it up for me.
Oh, what's different about the new Flash?
Yeah, because I thought it was the same costume, basically.
His costume is like fucking cheesy to me, and he's all fucking like puny and shit. Like, I know like the Flash is supposed to be like fast, and he's not like a muscular character, but he just looks. It's like he looks like a little kid and shit in a suit. It's just stupid to me. I don't know.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been a great show. Glad we were able to get on tonight. Patriots won. Woo, going to the Super Bowl. So,
My
super
Packers
excited
lost
about
today.
that. Yeah, I know, man. I was cheering from the whole time, too, and I thought they had it, and then just bullshit what happened.
I don't follow football. I just follow MMA, and I'm going to check out that fight with Conor McGregor.
Seahawks had no business winning that game today. No business. So, all right, gentlemen, you guys have a great night, great week, and I'll be talking to you. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next
All
Sunday.
right, guys. Next Sunday, episode 3.